Hi guys, welcome to United Bedtime Talks. This is Mudit here, and I'm your host for today. आज अकेला हूँ, पर there's a lot to talk about, especially when we talk about Manchester United versus Atletico Madrid in the UEFA Champions League. Um, so let's get into it. Basically, what we are going to discuss here today is the fact that our whole season depends on this game, and what we expect from players. हम क्या चाहते हैं कि players कैसा खेले, क्या team setup होगा, क्या injury news है. रैंगनिक ने ऑलरेडी बहुत कुछ कह दिया है प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में, एंड वील बी बेसिकली हैविंग अ रिव्यू ऑफ व्हाट ऑल हैज बीन सेड एंड व्हाट हमें लगता है कि इस मैच में हम एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं. Along with that, we'll bring you some of the latest news that has happened in the world of Manchester United today. Um, so let's get into it. So basically, when we talk about Atletico Madrid, in the first leg, we saw that they bombarded us with a lot of crosses from the wings. So what we'll be looking at in this game is basically stopping their wingbacks uh, and stopping their wingers, basically. And I think that's what we'll concentrate more upon. In terms of the team news, I think Rangnick said that he has a full team at his disposal. um, Bruno, Luke Shaw, McTominay could all come back into the side. Bruno was unavailable due to COVID, but I guess but it's confirmed that he's shown a negative test, so it's great news for us. Ronaldo will definitely lead the line with Sancho, who will definitely start. Um, I think personally that McTominay coming into the team will see Pogba moving out. Pogba won't start this game, especially after what he did in the first leg. So it's something definitely to look out for. I think Dallo will start at the back with Lindelof on right back. Rashford will be dropped. Mm, I don't see Maguire starting this. Varane will definitely be starting with Lindelof. Atletico has, as we discussed, I think we discussed this yesterday too, that Atletico too has a lot of players out due to suspension or injuries. Carrasco is out due to suspension, and Cunha, Wasalico, and Lemar are out due to injury. There is still a lot to kind of be clear with regards to the knocks to Kondogbia, Jimenez, and Hermoso. So we'll be updating on our social media handles as to what is the team news throughout the day till we get the final squads. Mm, yeah, so that's basically it with regards to our game. Let's get on to some news before we get into some comments from you guys with regards to what you expect from the game. So moving on to some transfer rumors, United are expecting a bid. I mean, United are planning a bid for Harry Kane. This report comes from Mirror. Mirror is upset. I I don't think Mirror is that much trusted, but it's just something that has come out that United are planning a summer move for Harry Kane. This basically has come out. Um, Seeing that Manchester City will be aggressively pursuing Erling Haaland, and United think that they can't compete with City on that front, which is fair enough. Apart from that, there's Ronaldo has already uploaded on his Instagram handle. He's issued a rallying cry to his United team. He said tomorrow is one of those days that we've been waiting for. Mm, he said one of those chances to show the world the reason why Old Trafford is the theatre of dreams. So yeah, we can see that Ronaldo is quite pumped from this, and we surely hope that he delivers on the night against the team that he owns. Uh, Ralph Rangnick has also passed a comment that he wants Manchester United fans to be the 12th and 13th man in the game. Um, I think Ralph is starting to get a hang of what fans mean to this club, and him saying this is a big boost, especially to fans who go to the stadium, but also to fans who are watching from home like us. I mean, it got me pumped up. मुझे खुद ऐसा लगने लग गया कि wow man, this is great, this is a big tie, and it now feels like it's a big tie for us, and it will define our season. So Rangnick basically said, quite like in the game against Spurs, we need our players and supporters to be on top form on Tuesday night. Our supporters play a vital role, and it's always a special atmosphere at Old Trafford. So it's pretty great that he's kind of grasped what fans mean to United and vice versa. Mm, Another news is that Rio Ferdinand, our legend, has named two defenders that he'd love to sign for Manchester United. He's gone for Marquinhos from PSG and Araujo from Barcelona. I'm not sure what you guys think of having Araujo, but Marquinhos definitely sounds like a good deal to me. I mean, why? Because he's experienced first of all, and he'll help us in getting where we want to when we are talking about chasing a league title. I don't think Araujo will get us that. Um, Apart from that, Fabrizio has said that Cavani will leave the club soon. So yeah, we kind of expected that he'll leave this summer. It's also Paul Pogba's birthday today, and I don't think he's going to start, even though yeah, could be. Um, Apart from that, mm, let's take some comments. क्या रफाइल वरान कैप्टन बन सकता है सर व्हाई नॉट आई मीन if we are looking at um, a team in which there are such big winners, mm, I would definitely love to see Rafael Varane being given the armband when we look at you know having no Harry Maguire. I think as much as we don't like Maguire as captain, we should accept the fact that Maguire रहेगा ये season end तक तो captain. But from next season, I think Rafael Varane is a great shout, Vijay, for being the captain. Why not, man? Absolutely. Mm, moving on to some more comments. Hold on. Huh. So moving on to the more comments, I think Ronaldo should play a free role. Mm, Him at striker is very easy to mark him out of the game. Amar, do you really think so? I mean, don't you think that he's kind of trying to first of all get the feel of the ball as much in the first 25-30 minutes. He's trying to drop deep also, and he's trying to do things that a striker shouldn't. Why he's doing that is, I think, because we are not feeding him well enough. Now, if that is the barrier, that we are not feeding him well enough, then I think a free roll is a great shout. I think we should kind of try this out. If we are talking about cutting through the lines, in basically our front line, I think he could be great at playing a free role there, because he will have the chance to kind of maneuver his runs in a way that he gets past defenders pretty easily as compared to what he does now. Simeone says that they will press us higher. What do you think? This will cause us major problem. Yes, I heard Simeone's comments. So Simeone is being pretty optimistic here that he can simply come here and apply the same tactic that he did in the last leg and get away with it. I don't think he's going to do that. Simeone ka press conference was a total mind game for me. I mean, total mind game. उस बंदे ने पूरा उसका हर एक comment was kind of targeted at the fact that he wants to kind of melt us down mentally before the game starts. But I don't think Rangnick works that way. I don't think he would care about what Simeone said at all. Please, no more Harry. there, there ain't no magic left in that name. हाँ सर ठीक है मैं समझ सकता हूँ. I see where you're coming from. Good afternoon रिवाज भाई कैसे हो? Yeah, so let's take a moment to talk about Harry Kane here, right? So we've already heard, I mean, already saw him, uh, you know, leave Tottenham last season for City. Mm, okay, there's Cyan here. Also, one question: why can ATM press higher? If that Cyan, if they press us higher in an organic manner, or if they are organized in the way they press us, they can beat us. I'm not I'm not joking here. Their press is not formative. Their press is बहुत in an aggressive manner. They press in an aggressive manner, like वो होते हैं ना, एक थोड़े प्रिजर्व्ड होते हैं और एक थोड़े जंगली होते हैं. The ATM press is kind of a jungly press. So it's if they organize that, I think वो लोग बहुत डैमेज क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. ए भाई मीत, why are you on live? I thought you had an interview. Anyway, yeah, I like to talk about Harry Maguire because I have predicted that a World Cup final में goal मारेगा. I think he thinks it's still Ole at the job to change his game plan according to his press conference. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I frankly don't know how Maguire functions here. It's difficult because I think all our past managers, if you go to see, have praised our players when it comes to training. As to how they perform on the training ground. But eventually, matches में हम देखते हैं कि भाई ये क्या कर रहे हैं? What are they doing? What are they doing on the training ground? So it's difficult for players to adjust, and it's like it's like that. हम जाना तू भाई पका मत. And guys, if any of you have any news that I have missed till now, please keep commenting on the news and ask whatever you want to ask or comment whatever you want to comment. It will be great help for me. मैं पहली बार ऐसे सोलो कर रहा हूँ. For Atletico, let's speak about Atletico for a minute. So they have Carrasco out, Cunha, Was, Versalico, Lemar out through injury. Um, I frankly hope that Kondogbia doesn't become fit for this game. I don't want to see that guy, man. I don't want to see that guy in midfield. He dominated us last time. Uh, हाँ ओके. अमर ठीक है. या आई गेट इट. सॉरी, मैं समझा कि you're talking about that. अरे इंडियन मीम भाई CR7 है. आई नो रोनाल्डो owns this team, but still, if you go to see the first leg, there were pretty scary moments that we need to be wary of. So let's talk about players basically. So um, Joao Felix will definitely play. uh, Angel Correa is said to be starting. Griezmann and Luis Suarez will most probably be on bench. What do you guys make of this? I mean, if you think as a United fan, which is the front two that you would like to see play against United? Please comment. Please comment. Biggest threat is Felix. Yeah. So if you are thinking as a United fan, which will be the two strikers, because they usually play with two? Which will be the two strikers that you want, which would cause least harm to us? आई थिंक आज सीबी पेयरिंग लिंडलॉफ एंड वरान होगा. फर्स्ट लेग में राल्फ ने भी सही जस्टिफिकेशन दिया था. Lindelof. Yeah, exactly. And I think today we might need to do a lot of recovery tackles because they will come rushing from the wings. Rodan Lodi के साइड से तो especially, और crosses का अलग है. So I don't think Lindelof is that bad from crosses. He's pretty decent. So definitely we'd like to see Lindelof here. और तो क्या, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. We need to fucking win this game, bro, by any, you know, जीतना ही है. कैसे भी जीतो, अब उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता. सुआरेज एंड ग्रीजमैन, नाइस. रिवाज भाई. क्या डिस्कस कर सकते हैं, ज़्यादा कुछ हो तो नहीं रहा. वो स्टेडियम की बात तो आप कल कर ही ली थी हमने, रीडेवलपमेंट की. हम्म, नहीं बढ़िया. बस एक्चुअली दिस इज इट. आई मीन, नथिंग मच अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस टू डिस्कस टुडे. आपको कुछ डिस्कस करना है तो कमेंट्स कीजिए. राल्फ, कोई भी बंदो मैनेजर. राल्फ कोई भी बना दो मैनेजर. मिल गए फर्गूसन भी इतना स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड नहीं था यार. हाँ, पता ही नहीं थे पर क्या कर सकते हैं यार. इट डिपेंड्स फ्रॉम मैनेजर टू मैनेजर. आई थिंक वो, इट डिपेंड्स. ज़्यादा कुछ इस पे कमेंट नहीं कर सकते. आप मुझे बहुत गलत स्पॉट में ला रहे हो. व्हाट एल्स. कुछ है न्यूज़ आप लोगों ने देखी है कोई न्यूज़ तो प्लीज़ पॉइंट आउट करें कुछ। हमारा तो मैंने तो सब स्कैन कर लिया है, ऐसा कुछ स्पेसिफिक है नहीं। Is Koke available? Sir, Koke is not. Koke is definitely playing. Yes, cannot. Koke is definitely playing. He'll be starting in midfield. They have a strong midfield, man. They have Herrera, they have Koke, and then Depol be will be playing. So it's going to be tough. So who do you guys think we should keep in that position to stop Koke's involvement as much as we can? I think we need McTominay desperately to hold off these. Okay, and DePaul too probably if he plays, because we can't be outnumbered in midfield against these guys, because then they will press us like crazy and we will eventually give in a goal. What do you guys think? Actually, I mean, DePaul जैसा midfielder, DePaul is is very creative, and eventually वो deep बैठे भी he creates a lot of movement and lot of and his range is pretty damn good. So we need someone who could close him down. Or I think for DePaul, it's majorly that the work you do around him is more important than the tackles you do to him. I think he's that kind of a player जो mentally बहुत जल्दी affect हो जाता है with the scenario that's going around him. So I agree that Scott could be the key. Or if you're talking about more of a mental battle, then I agree with Rivaj that even Matic could do a good job there. Yes, I am. So yeah, Matic के पास physicality, I mean, I think he's equal to Scott in terms of physicality. बस आजकल दिखाता कम है. I'm not sure why. But when Matic gets physical, it gets really serious. So, but for DePaul, I think especially, I would like to see Scott tried there. Because I think he could be more aggressive in the press, and at the same time we know that Scott ऐसा भी नहीं है कि Scott is not physical. He's pretty damn good when he comes to tackling. Hmm. CDM wise, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't think CDM will come into the picture in this game. I don't think they are going to go through us when they try to attack in this game. I think they are mostly going to try and attack through the wings only. So we have to kind of capture. I mean, dominate on the wings. Once we stop their crosses, we stop them. Last leg maybe देखो तो there were some insane crosses that they put in from the left and right, one of which also got them the goal. So I think if we have that kind of a press in which we don't even enable them to put in as much crosses as they did in the last leg, I think we'll easily win this time. I mean, those little things could decide this game, according to me. What do you guys think will decide the game? As in? Maguire जब रहता है, he does not leave the backline to press as our other series do. Yes, we've seen that. I mean, every time we concede a goal through our own mistake, it's because one person in that defensive line has not followed the instruction of the press that we are intending to do. And it's, I don't know if it's luck or it's just Maguire कि ऐसा हो जाता है. बाकी तो Shaw is still a doubt. Like Gary Neville, we spoke about the new stadium, right, in the last stream. Gary Neville has commented uh, on that, as in he thinks that Manchester United should build a new stadium. There is a story emerging. He wrote on his Insta. I actually think that this would be the right move. I think by the time they've spent money on Old Trafford, then I think it would be better off building a new brand, super stadium. ठीक है भाई, तेरे को जैसा ठीक लगे. हाँ, I wanted to talk about Pogba here for a second. Seeing the last leg, do you guys think he should be given like a starting spot. I agree with most of your comments when it comes to not starting Pogba. But if you, I'm sure Pogba is a professional footballer, man. He would have learned a thing or two from the last game. So don't you think it would be worth a shot to give him another opportunity to see if he's kind of learned those players better and kind of deal with them in a better way instead of being the lethargic player that he was in the first leg? I think he should be given an opportunity to, to showcase that he's kind of evolved from that game. He's kind of understood that he does not need to hold the ball so much against an opponent like Atletico, against someone with the coaching mentality of Simeone who deals for the team. If Bruno plays today, we want to make sure that he does not lose the ball in the final third. हम लोग जितना गोल खाए सब में फॉर ओ एब्सोल्युटली आई मीन ये ब्रूनो ये पॉगबा के लिए भी अप्लाई होता है सैन बाय एंड इट्स समथिंग दैट नीड्स टू बी कंट्रोल्ड व्हाई बिकॉज Atletico won't give you a second chance. And De Gea जितना चाहे हमें बचा ले, if we keep on losing the ball, we are definitely going to concede. I think Pogba is intelligent enough. हम लोग इतना physical side face नहीं किया है, इसलिए experience नहीं है. Yeah, great. Yeah, that's what I was intending. I think the first leg was more of उनका एक coaching type हो गया कि समझ लिए कि ये कैसे खेलते हैं. How are they? Because तोड़ के खेल रहे थे. They were playing like they weren't letting our players get past them. Foul कर रहे थे. Tactical fouls काफी हो रहा था, which is typical Simeone. And also, I think our side, I'm expecting to be more physical because we have to dominate them. We are at Old Trafford. So I think today we might see something that Atletico did to us in the first leg. I mean, I expect to see. अगर नहीं किया तो physically when Atletico Madrid का क्या है ना, when physically they start playing, they drain you, man. They drain you mentally first, and then they try to attack your physique so that you break down and you concede some mistakes which will lead to their goal. The match in which they defeated Liverpool, they did exactly that. They waited for the right moment and then they kind of broke them down piece by piece and eventually won the tie. We have to ensure that at least till the 70 minutes, till 70 minutes mark, we stay compact. We don't overrun. We don't overcome it. I mean, I think conserving our energy as much as we can for 70 minutes will win us the tie. Instead of anything, कोई गोल मारे ना मारे कुछ भी हो. I think conserving our energy at the same time playing in boxes of space could kind of prove to be crucial for us. What do you guys think? उम्मीद है कुछ कमेंट कर दे. क्या लगता है तुझे? क्या है कुछ news आया है क्या नया? What do you think? What do you think should Alanga? Where do you should Alanga start in this time? Alanga makes those runs through the defender better than Yashi. Alanga better than him. I mean, yes, absolutely. Why not? I mean, Alanga has been like our ray of hope along with Sancho. You know, it's something that has impressed me personally as to the kind of mentality this guy has. And if we are talking about our winger who needs to run through the channels on the wings itself against Atletico, Elanga is my bet to start. Elanga should start if we are talking about their wingers, their wing backs to control their wing backs. I think especially Renan Lodi. I think we kind to have we need to have Elanga there so that he can control the amount of times he cuts or tries to put in a cross. I still think Elanga needs a bit of maturity when it comes to the defensive side of things, but because I think a modern winger needs to defend too. It's something that just like a modern wing back needs to attack. I think a modern winger should learn how to or should adapt or how to know basically a trade or two of defending. So yes, Elanga should start, and I think Rangnick should play him in that role in which he covers through the wings. पूरा wing एक side अपना cover करके रखे. And especially with the fact that he makes such amazing runs, which we've already seen, against Atletico too. It's something that he does so well. So why not? Absolutely. उसका कॉन्फिडेंस भी अप होगा. एब्सोल्युटली ही स्कोर्ड इन द फर्स्ट लेग एंड वी डिडंट, मुझे तो नहीं लग रहा था कि गोल आएगा, बट ही इज ब्रिंगिंग अप सच मोमेंट्स, सो यस डेफिनेटली ही शुड बी स्टार्ट. CR7 and Cavani, can they both start together? Sir, ये बहुत difficult question है. I mean, if we are talking about us trying to take, grab the game by the scruff of the neck, yes, they both should start. But will we do that? Ronaldo will not run back as much as we expect him to. It's not his fault. I won't even talk about age here. It's not something that we also want. I mean, I personally don't want from him. Cavani can do that. If you're talking about a pressing game and chasing defenders around in while we are in an while they are still in their own box, so it could be a strategy that we won't let them only come to our midfield much and try to stop them in their wings, between their right centre back or left centre back and their left winger or right winger. So if that happens, then Cavani has more of a chance to play that free role along with Bruno, who would also be pressing. And then Ronaldo has a lot of space available to him in which he does not have to do much of movement. I think what Cavani will do for Ronaldo is that he would Ronaldo would not need to run as much as he does without the ball. He just would need to be in a position and make space for himself in order to score a goal if he gets the right chance. I think for that it's also very important for the fact that हम लोग का डिलीवरी अच्छा होना चाहिए. कवानी वो काम तो कर लेगा, लेकिन अगर फाइनल डिलीवरी अच्छी नहीं हुई तो आई डोंट थिंक इट वुड मेक मच सेंस. um, if Pogba stars, we don't need to put him in left wing. He lacks that track back speed, and our left back gets the field. Absolutely. If we are talking about a game in which we think that Atletico will be pressing us, starting Pogba also doesn't make sense. Bring him in the last 30 minutes, he could affect the game once Atletico Madrid players tire. Let me know if you agree with me on that or not. Because I don't think जो हमने फर्स्ट लेग में देखा पॉग्बा ने जो किया है, उसके बाद से आई विल नॉट रिस्क हिम अगेंस्ट एथलेटिको इन सच एन इम्पोर्टेंट टाइम. अगर उन्होंने एक गोल भी मार दिया ना, लग गए हमारे. बिकॉज उसके बाद जो वो लोग पार्क करेंगे ना, उसको तोड़ने के लिए शायद फिर पॉग्बा की जरूरत पड़े. बट आई वॉन्ट स्टार्ट. ऐसा ये मीत तो चुप कर यार. सायन दीप्तांशु, यू गाइस आर रिवाज. ये लोग है ना, ऐसे ही टांगते रहेंगे ना, दिन में इनको सेशन नहीं करने होते मीत. ये लोग बिजी दिखाते हैं अपने आप को. तो तुम लोग आ जाए करो भाई. गेट इन टच विद अस ऑन सोशल, ट्विटर या इंस्टाग्राम पे मैसेज कर दो. वी कुड स्टार्ट समथिंग लाइक दिस ऑफ अ डेली और व्हेनेवर यू गाइस आर फ्री. सायन, रिवाज, अमर, तुम तीनों तो डेफिनेटली. दीप्तांशु, दीपांशु तू भी get in touch with me. We five could come on a call and we could speak on this channel agar if you guys are ready. I'm okay with that to do once, every day. बाकी तो क्या है भाई, रात के लिए हम रेडी ही है. वॉच अलोंग करेंगे. यस एग्जैक्टली, ये मीत ने अनाउंसमेंट भी कर दिया. सो वी विल बी डूइंग अ वॉच अलोंग फॉर द एथलेटिको गेम. डू मेक श्योर टू ट्यून इन. अपने नोटिफिकेशन बेल को ऑन रखिए. वैभव भाई, स्कोर प्रेडिक्शंस पे ही आ रहा था मैं. व्हाट डू यू गाइस थिंक? पहले अपने अपने भेज दो. आई थिंक इट विल गो इनटू एक्स्ट्रा टाइम. आई थिंक 0-0 रहेगा फुल टाइम एंड एक्स्ट्रा टाइम में यूनाइटेड मारेगा. व्हाट डू यू गाइस थिंक? मीत, तू भी है तो एडिशनल व्यूअर, तो प्लीज कमेंट भी कर दे भाई. स्कोर प्रेडिक्शन तो रात को भी पूछेंगे हम, बट अभी सिर्फ एज ऑफ नाउ व्हाट डू यू गाइस थिंक इट विल बी? 2-1 says तिलक भाई. आई होप सो टू, आई होप सो टू सर. मीत, व्हाट इज योर प्रेडिक्शन? ये रात को देगा. 3-0 यूनाइटेड. सायन भाई, ये अगर हुआ ना, तुमको पार्टी है. आ जाना रात के स्ट्रीम पे, क्योंकि मैच के बाद जरूर करेंगे. By 60-70 minutes, if we aren't behind, we will win it by 2 goals margin. He's right, because if Atletico Madrid don't kind of get that goal by 70 minutes, they will tire. Clear 2-0 win for the team from Madrid. अरे आदित्य भाई क्या बीटी दे रहे हो यार. क्या बीटी दे रहे हो. ये तिलक आई सी. ये बात करना पड़ेगा ये यूट्यूब वालों से, गूगल वालों से. मीत ये सब क्या चल रहा है. देखिए नोटिफिकेशन लेट आया है. Clear 2-0 win from the team from Madrid. Why Aditya? Give me at least one reason. Why do you think they'll win? अमर सही कर रहा है दोनों प्रेडिक्शंस. मैंने 2 महीने से दे दिया है. हाँ अमर आई टोटली अग्री विथ यू. मतलब मेरे को भी लास्ट टाइम ऐसा डर नहीं लग रहा था, बट पहले 10 मिनट के बाद गेम स्टार्ट होने के मेरी फट गई थी. तो तब से मेरा डर लगना शुरू हुआ. बट अब नहीं लग रहा. यार राइट नहीं लग रहा. इफ यूनाइटेड कंसीड अर्ली गोल तो दिक्कत होगी बिकॉज दे आर वेरी गुड एट सोकिंग प्रेशर. although their form is pretty average. ये हमने पहले भी डिस्कस किया था इन द फर्स्ट लेग. their form already well done Adi, well done. Their form already has been bad even before the first leg, but ऐसा लगा नहीं था कि they'll come and in the game they'll dominate us in that way. So I don't know man, we shouldn't definitely be conceding. Concede तो करना ही नहीं है जल्दी, वरना तो फिर तो पहाड़ तोड़ना पड़ेगा. वो अलग बात है कि हमारे पास एक प्लेयर है जो उनके क्लब को ओन करता है. प्रॉब्ली वो कुछ कर दे वापस. लेट्स सी. एंड फॉर्म यार पता नहीं यार. आई थिंक फॉर यूसीएल लीग फॉर्म टोटली गोज आउट ऑफ द विंडो. they were bad before the first leg too, but they turned up very well in the first leg. लगता है आदित्य प्रेजेस इज लाइफ. क्या बोले जा रहे हैं. हाँ आदित्य जिंक्स जिंक्स कर रहे हैं. क्या है न्यूज़. अगर एटीएम को गोल नहीं मिला दे विल ओपन अप एन एग्जैक्टली वही है कि 75 मिनट्स तक होल्ड कर लिया उनको. वी कैन देन अटैक एंड क्लियरली स्कोर. We need to step up as soon as the ball comes to our feet. Exactly Aditya, they won't let the ball come to our feet. इतना वो लोग अटैक करने वाले हैं और इतना they are going to tackle us, इतना they are going to commit tactical fouls. Tactical fouls तो आज होने ही है. Be ready to see a stoppage every 3 minutes. Every 2-3 minutes तो कुछ ज़्यादा ही हो गया. Every 1 minute में बोलूँ होगा ही होगा. They will definitely be stopping the game. They will be stopping our rhythm. अगर हम अच्छा start भी करें ना, they will do everything to stop it. Which is why I think if we start well, score. स्कोर करना जरूरी है, वरना बाद में जाके प्रॉब्लम होगी. बट इन आइसोलेशन आई नो. अरे यार भाई अमर भाई डेफिनेटली. हु डजंट. आई मीन वो जैसा भी है व्हाटएवर एंटिक्स ही डज, व्हाटएवर ही डज, आई थिंक भाई दिमाग चाहिए जो वो करता है उसके लिए. अच्छा रेफरी. आज का रेफरी इज स्लावको विंचिच. पता नहीं लगा. आज स्कॉट होता है बेस्ट इन फाउल्स या. हाँ वो रुका अच्छा देता है गेम. व्हेन डिड आई लास्ट स्कोर. कौन से स्कोर की बात कर रहा है तू पहले ये बता. गोल स्कोर तो नहीं किया भाई. मैं गोलकीपर रहता हूँ. स्कोर करने नहीं देता हूँ. लेकिन बाय द वे which cities are you guys from? Sayan, दीपांशु, वैभव, तिलक, अमर. कहाँ से हो. कोई मुंबई से है क्या. मिलते हैं यहाँ पे वैभव. यार वैभव फॉर मी man to man, if you are talking about 11 on 11, United squad is better. I definitely think man to man अगर देखे तो, but as a team I think it's more of 51-49 to Atletico for me. Varanasi, land of gods. Into Andhra. Nice. I'm from Mumbai. No need for Parry Payne here. ये अलग है. केन का रूमर्स आना is very logical at this time. Why? Because I'll tell you guys about how United work in the transfer market. It's not just based on genuine interest. United transfer rumors are mostly made up, and how they are made up is those players' agents kind of get in touch with stringers. Stringers are these freelance journalists who work across UK, and they have contacts in the communication departments at clubs, right? So they kind of speak to these people from our communication department, and they don't get any leaks, but they just get like क्या बोलते हैं उनको, what do you call it? It's like a brief from the club as to what they think that needs to be put out in the media in order to keep the club in good light. So um, whatever work or whatever news or rumors you heard about United, 90% of them is planted by the club itself. United's work in the market is similar to you in 90 minutes. I don't care, mate. You wish you had this job. I think club is pushing the poach agenda in the media. Amar, I would like to agree with you, but I think why I agree with you is till PSG got knocked out, I also had that this feeling only that United is pushing the poach agenda in media. But after the PSG defeat, I think it will die down eventually. United will never go for poach after what has happened. Never ever. Yeah, I have a question for you guys here. We definitely will be. I mean, we don't have a striker uh, at the end of the season. I mean, who do you think? Because Cavani will definitely leave. If you were given a choice, those who are in the comments, those who are watching us, please comment. Who is your first choice for a striker at United next season? I think जब भी United से link या rumors आता है, player price goes up and other clubs will be interested. So agents should. Oh, Tilak, absolutely. Uh, there are briefs every morning held at these top news websites, and agents use stringers, as I said, to brief media houses. कि ये प्लेयर खुश नहीं है अपने क्लब में, इसका एक ट्रांसफर रूमर निकालो. ये प्लेयर का वेजेस मुझे बढ़ाना है, तो एक ट्रांसफर रूमर निकालो. जो सर्जियो रामोस के साथ किया है, यूनाइटेड इज बेट फॉर एवरी न्यूज मीडिया आउटलेट आउट देयर. सो मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड का नाम डाल के millions, getting millions, thousands, millions of reads is not something that has been happening now only. It has been happening since 10 years. So, United, any player that is, मतलब that is not even remotely being linked to United, उसको किसी ना किसी तरह उस आर्टिकल में मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड का नाम एक बार आ जाए, एंड इट जस्ट गेट्स देयर. फैंस हम ऐसे ही है भाई. वी रन फुटबॉल मीडिया. कोई कुछ भी बोल ले, रियल मैड्रिड बोल ले, बार्सिलोना बोल ले, मेसी, रोनाल्डो, पीएसजी कुछ भी बोल ले, Manchester United runs football media. There's no, there are no two ways about it, and I can speak this from experience. Bruno should definitely start, Aditya. I think we need that mentality from the start itself. Yeah, he might be fouled a lot, but maybe we can use that to our advantage and let them crowd Bruno, and we use that to create more space. And I think Bruno will be absolutely fine. Yes, Aditya, I'm describing Fabrizio ka job. Fabrizio ka job. Fabrizio is, in fact, Fabrizio is not that. मतलब ऐसा भी नहीं है वो जो टैप इन मर्चेंट भी बोलते हैं. ही इज वे बेटर देन मीडिया हाउसेस. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट मीडिया हाउसेस, नॉट एन इंडिविजुअल पर्सन. Fabrizio is still better. वो खुद उखाड़ रहा है बंदा खुद at a young age. He's doing great. I respect him from that for that. But I'm talking about websites in general. United is basically the topic of discussion in every morning brainstorm at all UK websites. You know, कि आज हम ऐसा क्या कर सकते हैं जिससे यूनाइटेड फैंस स्टार्ट अ डिस्कशन एंड वी गेट रीड्स. We are, I mean, I don't want to reveal data stats. I can't because I'm in a job where it's not allowed to say all that. But I can say safely that 70% of a UK website traffic is Manchester United. So you can imagine 70% of the news or transfer rumors or any rumors that comes for United are made up. 30% is planted by the club. समझ. Harry Kane, yeah. I know Timo is a meme for you. Amar, I don't think Timo is a meme for me. I definitely think he has something to prove. And with Chelsea probably willing to sell, I would definitely be looking at, if I was United, I would definitely be looking at him because age is also on his side. I bet Ronaldo will break his free kick jinx today. I hope. I hope. Been a long time since we've seen that. To be true, we need at least 3 4 players. Whether we हाँ मैं ये पहले भी बात कर चुका हूँ. We need 3 4 players. I get that, but we will only get two. Only get two. अभी से ही ready हो जाओ. Be ready for disappointment and accept it in your mind that हमें 2 players ही आएंगे. 2 players आएंगे, सहन कर लो. Unless we make a big sale. If we make a big sale in the sense कि if we offload 2 3 players who give us at least 20 million or 15 million, जो हो नहीं सकता. So we may get someone else. I don't think we'll get a right back. I don't think we will get another centre back, which we also need. I think we will get a CDM, but I still am not sure if we'll get a high priced or a quality striker or we'll get a budget striker. I don't know any striker. We should get some young ones who can press and keep the high intensity. अरे भाई 34 year olds और नहीं आएंगे अब. 34 year olds नहीं आएंगे अब. आप don't worry about that. अब this is the last phase that United are signing these. You will quit 90 minutes. ये देखो ना, ये खुद के जॉब के लाले पड़े हुए हैं और मेरी जॉब खाने पे तुला है. नहीं, ऐसा मत कर. कौन कौन से स्ट्राइकर्स लिंक है अपने सर? यस सायन भाई, आई एग्री. अलाबा, वी मिस्ड ऑन अलाबा डेफिनेटली. कौन कौन से स्ट्राइकर्स लिंक था, जरा कमेंट करो. आर यू श्योर उसकी इंजरी की वजह से उसका फ्री किक पर असर हुआ है? आई मीन, yeah, he used to put in a lot of effort in his free kicks, but I mean, is there a direct? I मैंने इसकी I've never heard about this. क्या हुआ था ऐसा जो? Is it injury? Did he confess that? I'm not sure. I mean, strikers की बात करो तो there's Haaland, there's Kane, there's Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Lautaro Martinez. इनमें से इन चारों में से who do you think will be a realistic buy for us? Calvert-Lewin, Lautaro Martinez, Erling Haaland and Harry Kane. अच्छा, इंजरी डायरेक्ट. एक स्ट्राइकर सीडीएम कम से कम एडब्ल्यूबी बेचो पहले. मुझे मगवायर पे भरोसा है अभी क्योंकि लश्कर में देखा है, लेकिन एडब्ल्यूबी को बेचो. ये भी इंटरेस्टिंग है. गणेश भाई सेज रोनाल्डो विल फ्लॉप टुडे. गुड विशफुल थिंकिंग. लेट्स सी. वो स्ट्राइकर का बताओ भाई लोग. व्हाट डू यू गाइस थिंक? गणेश सेज कैल्बर्ट लुइन. अमर भाई सेज लाउटारो, आईड हैव हिम. यार एब्सोल्युटली, व्हाई नॉट? I mean, better than Kane. I think better than Kane as an option. I'm not disrespecting Kane in any way here. We are talking about a cheaper option, not someone who's worth 100 million. Even Calvert Lewin will cost around 70, 80 definitely. You guys must have heard of Jonathan David already, right? The Canadian. Uh, I think he's been incredible. 25 league goals in 60 games for Lille, and he's been linked with us a lot. And why I take him is because I think he'll have less pressure on him as compared to the guys we are talking about. Uh, so I think exactly, Sayan bhai. I'm speaking about David only. I also think we should definitely get him. If any of you guys have not seen Jonathan David, please YouTube मार लो. ये वीडियो के बाद तुरंत देखो. Patrick Schick is a great option again. Why not? I mean, he's already proven on the big stage. Euros में जो मारा था उसका गोल और जो moments create किए थे, he's definitely proven. He is also very physical. He has height. It's something that we need in a perfect striker. Patrick Schick should also be in the running. डिफेंसिव मिडफील्ड का बोलो. डिफेंसिव मिडफील्ड में क्या सोचते हो तुम? हु शुड वी गेट? आई मीन, बिकॉज दैट इज अ पोजीशन दैट वी डेफिनेटली नीड टू एड्रेस. कुछ भी हो जाए, कोई भी ना आए, एक डिफेंसिव मिडफील्डर तो आना चाहिए. हाँ, चेल्सी के अंदर बढ़िया खेला था. चेल्सी के अगेंस्ट लेवरकुसन इज आर्सेनल ऑफ बुंडेसलीगा. है पॉसिबल? Yes, Amar bhai, I also agree. I also agree. But if you go to see whoever player, whichever player comes to United, sir, वो मीडिया अटेंशन मिलेगा ही उसको, चाहे वो कितना भी लोकी प्लेयर हो, उसको सर पे चढ़ाया जाएगा, ताज पहनाया जाएगा और फिर ऐसा गिराया जाएगा कि हम उसे भी मार्कस रैशफोर्ड कहना चालू कर देंगे. Kamara, oh, you mean Kamara all the way? Yeah, absolutely. Why not? Man, he's also a great player. I mean, there's so much talent. I mean, it's definitely that we will definitely buy one of these players. I think Neves from Wolves, yes, he also is pretty damn good. And he has Premier League experience. I understand Meath will now say that Premier League experience is something that is an overrated term, but yeah, I think if given a chance to buy Jonathan David or given a chance to buy any, or possibly not a striker, like in terms of a defensive midfield, if we are talking about uh, someone like Ruben Neves, I would definitely take Neves over Chouameni. Yeah. ADM ADM भी अच्छा है. ADM है ना करीम. He's also great. Bissouma, Weber. There has been a development in Bissouma's scene that Man United were very much interested in getting him, but they completely stopped that progress after what happened with the. I don't mean to insult anyone, but after the Greenwood scene, because he's also Bissouma is also currently. I mean, not currently. He's had a past in which he's done some bad shit. So United have dropped all interest in him completely. करीम अडियामी भी अच्छा है, वो डॉर्टमुंड चला जाएगा फिर उसका वैल्यू 80. हाँ, यही होता है भाई, यही होता है. We should be aiming at these players, man. भाई अगर हम यूसीएल जीतेंगे तो ये बोला जाएगा कि मगवायर के कैप्टनसी में जीते. कहाँ की सोच रहा है यार. मैं तो सोच रहा हूँ आज बस एथलेटिको से आगे बढ़ जाओ फिर देखेंगे. हमारे साथ सीडीएम के लिए I'd fish in the League One मेरे हिसाब से. Oh, definitely. League One has been producing great CDM since the last few years. We should definitely. Oh, Zakaria, we should have been all over him. We missed out on a great player there. ये इनके लिए cheaper option भी होता, ग्लेजर्स का ऑब्जेक्टिव भी अचीव हो जाता और हमें एक प्लेयर भी मिल जाता जिस पोजीशन में भी desperately needed हुआ. And how the fuck have we missed out on this player? It's crazy. कैसी भी है, कैसी का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट खत्म हो रहा है. Yes. And don't forget, we have to not only get a CDM, we have to kind of also think about what we are going to do for a replacement for Pogba. So अब स्ट्राइकर बोले या सीबी बोले, ये मिडफील्ड फिक्स करना पहले बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है दिस सीजन, दिस समर. भाई बहुत जबरदस्त खेल रहा है यार गौरव, बहुत जबरदस्त खेल रहा है जकारिया. एंड अपन लिंक्ड भी थे. द सैड पार्ट इज द अंडरकवर स्टोरी फॉर विद जकारिया साइनिंग वाज ही वेटेड. ही हैड यूवेंटस ऑफर लास्ट ईयर, के सितंबर या अक्टूबर में, सिंस द समर ट्रांसफर विंडो लास्ट ईयर एंडेड, तब से उसका जुवे का ऑफर ऑन टेबल था. एंड तब से लेके ही वाज वेटिंग फॉर यूनाइटेड एंड अनदर बिग क्लब, बट नो वन केम, सो ही साइंड. कैसी है टू बार्सिलोना? यस निकेश, कैसी है? is has chosen his club. I would love him at United, man, but I don't think we can fight with Barca when it comes to free signings. United don't do things in a smart manner, and I've come to terms with that. भाई 12th की पढ़ाई करो या फुटबॉल देख. मैं एक बात बोलूँ, दिन में पढ़ाई कर, रात को फुटबॉल देख. और क्या बोलूँ तेरे को. Sell Donny this window. Tilak, if United are planning to get three signings, a DM, a defend, a centre back, and a forward, then yes, Donny will be sold. But thinking how United works, two signings आएंगी and Donny will stay. Pogba का replacement, Donny को game को he will blush on the. Sayan, I would like to agree with you. I love Donny to bits, man. I mean, I want that guy to succeed at United. He's made of that stature that भाई ये बंदा इतना प्यारा है. He plays so well also. He should be given a chance. I hope he's given a chance. But Pogba जाने के बाद भी अगर ऐसा चलता रहा तो I don't think he'll have a future at United. भाई नेमार का सीन भी है, मुझे तो डर है कि हम लेना है. कुछ भरोसा नहीं है हमारा. गौरव, ये सबसे ऑब्वियस यूनाइटेड साइनिंग होगा था वो, वोंट इट? मतलब इफ वी गो फॉर नेमार सबसे ऑब्वियस चीज रहेगा ये. आई मीन इट्स लाइक इट वोंट कम एज अ सरप्राइज टू अस. हम प्रे कर रहे हैं ना हो, नहीं चाहिए. Ganesh bhai, who do you want? If somehow we pass this stage in the Champions League, who would you want in the next stage? आपको क्या लगता है? Who do you guys want? I personally would want Real Madrid. I want them. Yeah, about time. Amar, no, it's not unpopular. You definitely have the right to say it. I don't see much in Casilla anyway. He's great, but he's kind of also somehow, if you look at this United team, I don't project him here. I can't get my head around this fact that Donny don't get a chance and जब Ralph आया तब इतना हंसी मजाक था कि सबको गेम टाइम देगा. See, Sayan, I think Ralph is pretty clear in what he uh, wants of the squad. He's always been clear since day one कि वो क्या कर रहा है, क्या करना चाहता है. उसका ऑब्जेक्टिव ये था ही नहीं कि मेरे को किस प्लेयर को गेम टाइम देना है. उसका ऑब्जेक्टिव ये था कि मेरे को बस इस स्क्वाड को असेस करना है. डॉनी को गेम टाइम ना देना और लोन पे भेजना वाज एन इंटेंट ऑफ हिम गिविंग गेम टाइम टू डॉनी. आप ऐसा सोचो कि उसने गेम टाइम दिया डॉनी को एवर्टन मूव के साथ, राइट? सो इट्स समथिंग बिकॉज स्क्वाड इतना ब्लोटेड है ना, तो ही न्यू दैट अगर 20 30 25 45 मिनट्स भी दे तो भी इट्स नॉट इनफ. एंड डॉनी वहाँ पे जाके भी इट्स ही इज नॉट playing as much. I hope he does in the last few weeks, but let's see. I mean, I hope he 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 gets a chance. Pogba will definitely be leaving. I'm not, मैं यहाँ पे क्लेम नहीं कर रहा हूँ, बट अगर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन करना होता ना भाई लोग, अभी तक कर लिया होता उस चूतिया ने कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन, बट नहीं किया तो वो जाएगा. Neymar learning English to say no to United. We'll be absolutely glad if he says no to us. भाई, I don't want Neymar near my club. I'd rather have Fabian. Oh, absolutely. क्यों नहीं, क्या ही प्लेयर है वो भी. भाई अयाक्स चाहिए मेरे को, टेनहाग को देखना है. सोचो हरा दिया उसने समर में हमारा कोच. जस्ट यूनाइटेड थिंग्स. ये भाई यार गौरव कैसी बातें कर रहा है यार, चुप. अयाक्स फॉर मी टू सी. अरे यार लेकिन आ गया. आई डोंट थिंक ही विल बी एबल टू. अगर ड्रॉ में भी आया तो वी आई थिंक वी विल विन दैट. इट्स ओके, ही लेट अस. मोहक भाई को बुलाओ. मोहक भाई, आई थिंक उनका स्ट्रीम था दिन में. आप ये चैनल अभी मेरा स्ट्रीम खत्म होने के बाद उनका स्ट्रीम देख लेना. वो थे लाइव थोड़ी देर पहले. वो रात को आएंगे. एंड टुनाइट इज आवर वॉच अलोंग फॉर यूनाइटेड वर्सेस एटलेटिको. सो प्लीज ट्यून इन. सब्सक्राइब करके बेल आइकन दबा लो. आई नो इट्स वेरी क्लीशे टू से दैट, बट क्या करें, कर लो. फिर रात को हमारे साथ मैच देखना. मोहक भाई भी होंगे मोस्टली. आयक्स से ग्रावेनबर्ग को भी ला सकते हैं. बहुत हाई पोटेंशियल वाला प्लेयर है. एब्सोल्युटली आयक्स हैज सो मेनी हाई पोटेंशियल प्लेयर्स. व्हाई नॉट try to tap them? Maybe we could even convince them for a swap deal with one of our players. We have so many players to offload. I'll take Villarreal or Juve in quarters. Why not? Interesting one football into. दीप भाई, नया मैनेजर में आप लोग का क्या ओपिनियन है? क्या पॉच या टेनक के अलावा? आई थिंक मैनेजर इज राल्फ. Schalke or Mainz कुछ कर रहा है. See, let me clear a few things here. Ralph Rangnick will not have a final say in terms of the name of the manager. Ralph Rangnick, United already know who they want to sign. That's as per my knowledge. United को पता है, Ralph को पता है कि कौन सा मैनेजर आ रहा है. ठीक है. What Ralph has been doing in the last 6 to 7 weeks, if you've seen the last 6 to 7 games, you will see a pattern in our performances which has changed. Even थोड़ा minutely change हुआ है in terms of minor tweaks in formations or tweaks in personnel, जिससे we are seeing a more standard sort of a playing style. वो एक identity जो Ralph दे रहा है ना, that identity is what this manager who is going to come already follows. So that's what the procedure is going on. It's pretty easy for me to kind of see whose identity he's following. और मैं वो नाम तो बोलूँगा नहीं क्योंकि मैं भी श्योर नहीं हूँ कि वो होगा कि नहीं, बट या इट्स पॉसिबल. कुछ भी हो सकता है. टेन हैग सबको चाहिए, पर समटाइम्स थिंग्स डोंट वर्क दैट वे. आई मीन अगर सैम भाई, इफ राल्फ himself decides the next manager, तो वो टेन हैग के अलावा आई डोंट थिंक किसी को प्रेफर करेगा. The way he likes playing football, he would never go for a poach. Sorry, Vignesh bhai. Who will replace Ronaldo as number 7? Ronaldo will stay for another season. This might be unpopular, but I'm sure he will. Thoughts on Anthony? Oh भाई कैसे मिस कर दिया इसको. Oh, what a player. But in the past, Tilak भाई, we've been saying this for so many players. What a player. हमारे पास आके कुछ हो जाता है. 2023 में कॉन्ट्रैक्ट खत्म है, चीप भी आएगा रुइज हो. श्योर, व्हाई नॉट. आई मीन, अमर, यू आर स्पीकिंग as an ideal Manchester United. This Manchester United is not ideal. ऐसे नहीं, they don't work this way. In my opinion, Real versus Chelsea, City versus Juve, United versus Ajax, and Bayern versus Liverpool. Wow, Gaurav bhai, dream दे दे बात. Being a Madrid fan, I have very bad experience with Ajax, so Ajax को हाथ जोड़ दूर से भाइयों, इतने हल्के में मत लो. Yeah, sure. Which formations do you think in which United are more dangerous? See, traditionally United have always had great wingers. So even though the 4-4-2 is dead, मैं आज तक 4-4-2 fancy करता हूँ with it being a 4-4-3-3 alternate formation. 4-3-3 खिला के 4-4-2 में switch करने का when you're trying to attack from the wings, but keep it 4-3-3 when you're trying to attack from center. That's how modern football is kind of working right now. I mean, of course, it doesn't look like 4-4-2, but if you go to see in a way, जो भी wing backs भी attack कर रहे हैं, it kind of eventually boils down to that simple formation. So I think being not in, I mean, I don't want to include the left back as such with United's formation, but the right back, I think we need the right back to be more proactive than the left back when we are talking about United here. Because right wing से जो attacks होते हैं ना United के, वो traditionally have been like our strong point. और अभी भी I think our right side is more stronger than the left. So I know. So I think वो formation is better for us. I bet if we win tonight, we are going to Madrid again. I want to. I want to, Amar bhai. मुझे तो हैवी मेटल वाला मैनेजर चाहिए, इसलिए मैंने राल्फ को इतना पसंद है. मैं ह्यूज फैन ऑफ क्लॉप एंड हिज प्लेइंग. हाँ, see, Klopp himself has confessed that United were there for him, but things couldn't work out. I understand why anyone would like his style of playing. I like it too. Nothing to be ashamed about. But it also has its own drawbacks. हर एक playing style का अपना खुद का drawbacks होता है, और Klopp का playing style का भी वही है. It's something that you know it will bring you success. थोड़ा टाइम भी लगेगा, but क्लॉप ने ये एक चीज़ प्रूव कर दी है कि it will eventually bring success. Let's see. Being a hardcore United fan, I still love Klopp and his playing style. ठीक है. I mean, you definitely have the choice. I mean, इस दुनिया में प्लेयर के फैंस बहुत ज़्यादा है. I personally don't fancy those type of fans. But I mean, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying I prefer team fans more than player fans or manager fans, whatever. मेरा मतलब था कि after next year, who is the best to replace replace Ronaldo? हाँ, मैं समझ रहा हूँ. I mean, Ronaldo can't stay here forever. But if Ronaldo goes, who do you think? I don't know, man. I think if we are to sign a Ronaldo replacement, वो striker इसी समर में आना चाहिए. वरना पॉइंट नहीं है फिर कोई दूसरा लाके, बिकॉज वो वही प्रोसेस में अटकना चाहिए. आई डोंट थिंक वी हैव अ स्ट्राइकर at this club who is, I mean, no one can replace Ronaldo after, especially after what he's done in what is being called a bad season for him. Opponent fans कुछ समझ ही नहीं सकते भाई इस बारे में. I mean, there are a lot of strikers, but picking one, what do you think? Do you think we should also get players from our academy and give them a chance to lead the line? Why not? मेरे को रैगनिक से यही शिकायत है. उसने हंटर नहीं चलाया लाइक कॉन्टे, वरना जकारिया को आता भाई. अब रैगनिक का रोल नहीं था गौरव भाई. रैगनिक का वो रोल ही नहीं था इस क्लब में आने के बाद कि वो आते ही ट्रांसफ़र करे. ही वाज नॉट नेवर गोइंग टू बी इन्वॉल्व इन द जनवरी ट्रांसफर विंडो स्पेशली. और summer window maybe he will be having, basically preparing a report card for the current players that who need to be definitely sold, and then suggesting the players that definitely need to be bought. So the ones that definitely need to be bought are already there with United. वो लिस्ट पहुंच चुकी है. जो सोल्ड का बात हो रहा है उसमें दो तीन प्लेयरों का बाकी है. दैट्स व्हाट आई थिंक. दो तीन प्लेयर का नाम और बाकी है फाइनलाइज करना, एंड देन वील प्रिपेयर अ सेल लिस्ट एंड स्टार्ट इन द समर फेंकना चालू करेंगे प्लेयर्स को बाहर जो नहीं चाहिए. huge German football fan and I understand, sir. It's perfectly fine. PSG के fans को PSG थोड़ी भूल सकते हैं लोग. What is my starting lineup, Ganesh bhai? I I honestly think we should go with De Gea, Dallo, Varane, Maguire, Teles, Fred, McTominay, Sancho, Fernandes, Pogba, and Ronaldo. That would be my starting lineup. भाई हमारा अकेडमी का मेंटालिटी खतरनाक है. लिवरपूल के साथ थे 4-1 से ट्रेल करने के बाद. यस भाई वो मैच गजब. एंड ये मेंटालिटी इस क्लब में आई थिंक अपने जो अंडर 18 अंडर 21 के कोचेज है, दे आर बीइंग डूइंग अ ग्रेट जॉब. एंड आई थिंक सिंस राल्फ केम वो प्रोसेस और एक्सटेंसिव हो गया है, व्हिच इज व्हाई यू कैन सी दैट दे आर काइंड ऑफ कमिंग बैक इन द टेबल टू. भाई आपको न्यूकासल का क्या सीन लगता है हमारे समर अगर न्यूकासल यूनाइटेड की समर विंडो की बात कर रहे हो तो यस न्यूकासल यूनाइटेड विल डेफिनेटली बी स्पेंडिंग एटलीस्ट 200 मिलियन दिस समर. वो तो गिवन है. बट आई डोंट थिंक वी हैव मच ऑफ द टारगेट्स इन कॉमन विद न्यूकासल एज टू द एरियाज इन व्हिच दे नीड टू इन्वेस्ट. तो अपने को ऐसा लग रहा है कि दे विल बी द नेक्स्ट सिटी. It's difficult to be the next city. You need that approach in the board and a manager who is like Guardiola or a big manager with a big mentality to make Newcastle where they are. Don't be surprised if Newcastle stay right where they are or become a mid-table club even with this investment. As Man United do not allow Rangnick to make signings, so it is all set. They are bringing a new manager. Yes, I mean it's not like Rangnick is not allowed to bring. Rangnick will submit like okay, which managers does he think will suit this United squad. वो रिपोर्ट कार्ड में वो भी जाने वाला है कि उसके हिसाब से यूनाइटेड हैव गिवन हिम द मैनेजरियल ऑप्शंस राइट नाउ. एंड उसके हिसाब से ही हैज टू चूज वन बाय असेसिंग दिस स्क्वाड कि ये स्क्वाड के हिसाब से कौन सा मैनेजर, ये जो 4-5 मैनेजर्स हैं उनमें से कौन सा मैनेजर आप चूज करोगे. एंड आफ्टर दैट हैपेंस दैट न्यू मैनेजर विल बी कॉन्टैक्टेड, ही विल बी ब्रॉट इन एंड वो न्यू मैनेजर फिर डिसाइड करेगा प्लेयर्स कौन सा लाना. हमारा अकेडमी भी प्रेसिंग स्टाइल खेलता है, वर्टिकल बॉल. अकेडमी के 3 गोल प्रेसिंग और वर्टिकल बॉल से आए या फिर यू स्टाइल. यस सर, एंड आई थिंक वी बीन डूइंग प्रीटी डैम गुड on the youth front. And it's something, I mean, I guess all of you United fans definitely look at the youth team and the games, and there are some great players like Ugil who are already training with the first team and should get a chance. ठीक है अमर भाई, रात को मिलते हैं. आज रात को इट्स गोइंग टू बी ब्लॉकबस्टर गाइस. प्लीज सब्सक्राइब, क्लिक ऑन द बेल आइकन सो दैट यू डोंट फॉरगेट एंड जॉइन अस. साउथगेट कैसा लगता है मेरे को पहुंच का दूसरा भाई लगता है मेरे को कतई डिफेंसिव. भाई मैं इंग्लैंड फैन हूँ गौरव, मैं इंग्लैंड फैन हूँ. और मेरा एक बहुत गंदा ओपिनियन है जो हर बार इस चैनल पे गला फाड़ फाड़ के मीत नटखट नाम का बंदा बोलता रहता है. तो मैं यह बोलूंगा नहीं अभी वरना सब भाग जाओगे. बट या Southgate for a club, no. For a country in which he has to manage one game in 3 months, 4 months, बढ़िया. मैं Usman Dembele come to United or Chelsea. I think he'll go to Chelsea. Why? Because I think they Chelsea का actually अभी कुछ situation clear नहीं है. Chelsea can be massively fucked up and Usman Dembele can be screwed, but United are definitely not buying him. I don't think so. I mean, I think we've gone past that stage. Yes, Ganesh bhai. Yes, Ganesh bhai. We definitely need to look at a right back too. But I think that will come after a striker and CDM. If you guys had to rate, for example, 3 पोजीशन है, एक राइट बैक देता हूँ, एक CDM देता हूँ और एक स्ट्राइकर देता हूँ. Put it in the order of importance. सबसे पहला important आपके लिए क्या है? इस क्लब को क्या लाना चाहिए? I guess most answers will be CDM. And second क्या है? Second priority क्या होनी चाहिए? Yes, Gaurav bhai. Meet. I found the England fan. भाई मजा आने वाला है यार वर्ल्ड कप में. The world is not ready for it. Do you like Dembele in United if he will not sign and CAM for free? यार भाई कोई भी अटैकिंग मिडफील्डर क्यों लाना है? आई डोंट थिंक वी नीड सीएम, वी नीड अ सीडीएम. एंड Dembele, if he's ready to accept a wage cut, and the fact that there is a fucking injury clause in his in his contract, तो हाँ, वरना नहीं. Yes, Tilak, CDM, striker, right back, great. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to. Striker तो definitely चाहिए Sam भाई. Gaurav भाई says right back and left back. Oh, left back भी. I mean, what do you guys think? Brandon Williams को नहीं मिलेगा मौका आगे United में? I mean, he's not that bad, right? CDM and striker by Sam. CDM भी चाहिए, yes. Nikesh says CDM, striker, right back in that order. Absolutely, भाई CDM definitely चाहिए. Hi Abir. If you're just tuning in, बाद में पूरा वीडियो भी देख लेना भाई. And by the way, guys, this is my first time doing a solo video on stream. I hope I have not disappointed you guys. अभी आज मैं अकेला हूँ, दिन में सिर्फ फ्री था, टाइम था, तो आई थॉट आई जस्ट कम एंड कैच अप विद यू गाइस. रात को सब आने वाले हैं, पूरा पैनल जबरदस्त होने वाला है. आज हंगामा है. चलो. CDM, CM, Pogba leaving, Van de Beek not established. Yeah, we should be doing this. I mean, Van de Beek का कुछ श्योर नहीं है. Even he needs to decide what he wants to do. लिंडलॉफ को अगर थोड़ा सा पोजिशनल अवेयरनेस हो. भाई साहब, मैं ये कितना कह रहा हूँ पता है सयान. लिंडलॉफ शुड हैव बीन ट्राइड इन CDM. उसको थोड़ा अगर अवेयरनेस आ जाती है उस पोजीशन में, तो वी कुड एक्चुअली, आई डेफिनेटली सी अ CDM इन सयान, राइट. We need two mids, one CDM, one CM. Unfortunately, we will get one. Ayan Chatterjee understands Manchester United very well. Well done, Ayan. Do you see any Indian player playing at Europe top league in the near future? See, there have been Indians who played. I mean, top leagues में भी खेले हैं, but I mean उनका Indian descent था, nationality नहीं. With Indian footballers who try to go to Europe and play. अभी तो अपना एक वो बाला देवी ऑलरेडी इज इन रेंजर्स women's team, senior team. She's pretty damn good. She's doing good there. I think she's still there, right? Bala Devi. Women footballer में it's more easy. Yeah, she's still with Rangers, so she's been doing a pretty damn good job there. But in terms of male footballers going to a European country, there is often seen that there is a there are visa issues, and there are player registration issues for Indians in Europe. So till that basic issue is not resolved, I don't think we'll see many Indian players playing in the top leagues, because majority of the reasons why European clubs don't go for much Asians except from South Korea or China or Japan. They don't come to the south of Asia is because the amount of effort that goes for a club to register a player from India is huge. अपने को लगता है कि it would be easy, but it's not for them. हाँ Nikesh, I know, even I can't see Fred and McTominay for one season. No. भाई इंग्लैंड का स्क्वाड बहुत अच्छा है, क्वालिटी का है. दो तीन है बंड पिकाचू से लेंगे भाई. Bro, Matic is fully fit over McTominay today. Uh, I would bring on Matic in the last 30 minutes if we are winning the game. I would go with McTominay. And if we are in a position that we need to defend a lead, I will bring on Matic, because what Matic will give me in 30 minutes will be double of what he will give me in the first 60 minutes. And I don't think anyone can disagree with that. पहली प्रायोरिटी CDM होनी चाहिए. यूनाइटेड नीड दैट फॉर लॉन्ग टाइम. और भाई इट्स बीन ओवरड्यू तिलक. इट्स बीन 2 years ओवरड्यू. आई वुड से 2 years. 2 साल पहले लाना चाहिए था CDM, अभी तक नहीं. आई थिंक मेन इशू इज वेदर फिजिकलिटी तो सेम ही है ना. ये किसके रिलेटेड बोला है सयन आपने? लिंडलॉफ के अगर. I think Lindelof can build himself that way. I do see a CDM there. I think he can build himself in that way. We've seen players completely change their body and build them up well to play in another position. So why not for Lindelof? Yeah. Can we go for Isco? He's going to be free agent. We definitely can, but will we? And do we actually need someone like Isco? If Pogba leaves, maybe yes. What do you guys think? Comment. What do other guys think? Football enthusiast, great comment, bro. Thank you. I think this is worth a discussion. Greenwood अब नहीं आएगा क्या? Okay. So for Greenwood, on Greenwood's case, we won't see him as a United player ever. I don't think that's happening. The latest developments, if you guys have followed, there is not much to that has been revealed. But as per what I know, Greenwood's career is finished at United. आई डोंट नो कोई और क्लब भी लेगा क्या। यूरोप का वेदर इतना ठंडा जम जाता है, सब इतना चिल वेदर में इंडियन प्लेयर्स कभी खेले नहीं है। खेले हैं भाई, खेले हैं, हमारे हमारे लेजेंड्स भी खेले हैं। I don't think we will get Rice, although he is top of the list. West Ham will want to. Yeah, we won't buy a 100 million player. भाई 100 million से लेस तो हमारा समर ये है बजट। 870-80 million तो हमारा समर बजट है। उसके ऊपर जो आएगा वो सेल्स से आएगा। तो अगर सेल्स कर पाए तो आयन इवन डेक्लन राइस इज पॉसिबल इफ वी मैनेज टू सेल प्लेयर्स एंड गेट मनी इन रिटर्न, फोकट वाले नहीं। अगर आज यूनाइटेड जीते तो मोहक भाई, अरे मोहक भाई क्या हम भी आग लगाएंगे भाई यहाँ। तुम एक काम करना, लैपटॉप पे मोहक भाई का चैनल लगाना और फोन पे हमारा चैनल लगाना, दोनों देखना। या हम मोहक भाई को साथ में ही मिलके मर्ज करके कर लेंगे कुछ। Chouamani is another high profile, but I'm skeptical Kamara would be free in summer. Yes, Chouamani is good, but let's see, man. Let's see how United figure that out. Rather than going for overhyped English players, we should go for Spanish German players. They are more technical. Yes, you know what? Premier League clubs का एक फंडा है that they would always first look at a player who's homegrown, either from England हो या Switzerland हो या कौन कौन कंट्रीज है, आयरलैंड हो या उनके बाजू वाली कंट्रीज में है। सो दे वुड ऑलवेज गो फॉर दैट player first before looking at players from other leagues. I personally think that German Bundesliga is one of the best leagues in the world and the most underrated league in the world. So there are gems. There are literally gems, and I know German players have traditionally not worked well in the Premier League, but some have worked wonders. So I think that all depends on the scouting system also that the club creates, right? So overhyped English players is another thing, but having a good scouting system will go a long way. उसमें फिर इंग्लिश प्लेयर्स को भी स्काउट करो ना, देयर इज नो हार्म इन गेटिंग ग्रेट इंग्लिश प्लेयर्स, बट नॉट। आई थिंक देयर इज अ मेंटालिटी इशू व्हेन वी थिंक ऑफ समवन लाइक राइस। आई डोंट वांट टू मैट द क्लब, बट बिकॉज आई नो कि वो भले ही अच्छा हो, बट उसका प्राइस जो है उसके सेम क्वालिटीज एंड प्रॉब्ली मोर में इन लेस अमाउंट ऑफ मनी वी कैन गेट समवन बेटर। इसको can't play in 8, we need an engine, someone like Gallagher engine and with tenacity and driving इसको। I get it, I understand. I'm not going to go for Timo. News है कि Timo wants to leave. Yes, Timo wants to leave. For a striker position, I don't mind him. We were linked with him before Chelsea too, right? It's not something new. And Timo Werner kind of would love to stay in the Premier League and prove himself, because I personally wouldn't call him a flop. हाँ वो flop हुआ है, overall stint flop है, but I think उसको chances उतने नहीं मिले जितने एक striker को settle होने के लिए मिलने चाहिए। PSG, not even let Mbappe to leave at 200 million. Still something. यार फुटबॉल माफिया है PSG। फुटबॉल एंथुजियास्ट भाई, आपका जो भी नाम है, वेलकम एंड हमेशा के लिए, हमेशा से आने के लिए थैंक यू। बट PSG इज माफिया ब्रो। दे जो प्लेयर उनको क्लब से नहीं चाहिए ना छोड़े, जो प्लेयर उधर आ जाता है और फिर उनका तू मेरा बच्चा है करके प्लेयर बना कर रख देते हैं। दे डोंट लेट देम लीव। आई रिमेंबर दिस प्लेयर वेराटी डेस्परेटली वांटेड टू लीव, एंड आई हर्ड दैट उसकी फैमिली को उसको धमकी दिया गया कि इफ यू ट्राई टू लीव दिस क्लब वी विल कॉज यू हार्म। उसके बाद से वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन नहीं किया जा रहा है। सो PSG तो माफिया है भाई, दे डोंट गिव अ फक अबाउट देयर प्लेयर्स। Which team are you betting on? Ganesh, you want to hear? I've been told about this in every single stream. So I would say I am supporting England to win the World Cup in Qatar. Don't have much faith in our scouting. When we spent 130 million on Fridge and Spider, I don't know if the scouts are bad. See, and what did you think when we bought Maguire and Van Bissaka? You thought we are buying good players, right? भाव वी डिड नॉट इवन केयर, बिकॉज अपने लिए एक ट्रांसफर विंडो में नया प्लेयर आना ही बहुत बड़ी बात हो जाती है। हम भाव बाद में देखते हैं, अपने को बाद में रियलाइज होता है फैंस कि हमने इतने भाव में लिया है, यू नो। सो फॉर अस द नेम मैटर्स मोर देन द कॉस्ट ऑफ द प्लेयर, and that is why we kind of then later when they don't perform well, we start looking at costs, and mostly opponents start reminding us about the cost. So I don't think the scouting was bad in that. Those players were good where they were, but it's simple that वो एक टीम में अच्छा खेल रहे हैं इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि वो दूसरे टीम में आके भी बढ़िया खेलेंगे। So that's what has happened here, and it's that's a very thin line when we talk about managers and scouts and a technical director. We should be having a director of football. ये सब टर्म्स जो है ये हम क्यों यूज करते हैं? ताकि क्लब की मेंटालिटी स्ट्रेटन हो। जब क्लब अंदर से ही टेढ़ा मेढ़ा रहेगा, राइट, तो how will you decide what kind of a football club you want to be? Wan Bissaka, Maguire are examples of the issues at Man United. Not because they are bad players, they are good players, they are decent players, but they are kind of, why they are here is because our hierarchy kind of thinks in that way. They don't want to kind of look at players who could be a cheaper option. They want to buy cheaper players, but they don't look at that because in liye there is a commercial aspect too apart from football, and that is where we kind of are right now. But that is never going to change. But it can change with a director of football, and with Rangnick, it will definitely be changing. Yes, we were linked with Diaz, but I मैं तुमको और दुख दे दूं. We had the option of signing Diaz. Diaz was ready to join us. We chose Maguire. What do you think of Sir Alex Ferguson? Sir Alex Ferguson is in no way involved with the club. He is in no way responsible for the next manager, and I can say that with full confidence because थोड़ा है मेरे पास intel इस चीज़ का. Sir Alex is enjoying his retirement life. He's just coming to games to watch the legacy that he created still exist. I don't think he's definitely not involved in anything that happens at United. जीने दो भाई को, उसने बहुत कर लिया रे अपने लिए. सोचो उसने इतना किया कि आज तक लीग टाइटल्स में हम सबसे आगे हैं, एंड उसको छोड़े हुए कितना टाइम हो गया सर. First, Man City flux money. Now Chelsea got bid from Saudi owner, and hereby Reds are Liverpool are not able to give appropriate contract to Salah. Salah. See, man, I don't care. I don't care Liverpool Salah के साथ क्या करता है. I think Salah is using the club again to get a huge contract, which many players do. So I don't blame Salah also. Tilak, I am glad you started watching football in 2020. I am glad you're asking as many questions you want to. Definitely get in touch on social also if you want to discuss something with us. I am always there for you, bhai. बचपन से देख रहा हूँ football. I can definitely help. I fear we will get Kane now because English captain 29, 90 to 120 million, and if he comes, watch definitely coming if we get him that we will go cheap and save him. We won't sign Kane. Uh, अगर वो सामने से आएगा तो भी. Ayan, I will शांत हो जाओ, breathe करो, breathe करो. It's not going to happen. We won't be signing Kane. Chill रहो. नहीं करेगा ये क्लब केन साइन. मैं कॉन्फिडेंट. अगर मैं नहीं किया ना, मेरे को स्ट्रीम पे आके गाली देना अगर उन्होंने साइन किया. लिख के ले लो. और बाकी तो क्या ही बचा है. और कोई क्वेश्चंस और कोई कमेंट्स गाइस से पहले आई क्लोज. तो देयर आर अ कपल ऑफ स्टैट्स ahead of ahead of tonight's huge Champions League encounter at Old Trafford. Here are a couple of chats for you to get into. United have been knocked out of their last three knockout ties when they have drawn in the first leg. They were knocked out by Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and Sevilla. United have won just two of their last eight Champions League home games against Spanish oppositions. जो था विलारियल को लास्ट टाइम हराया था दो इस सीजन 2-1 वो. These are two very important stats. I know stats don't matter much, but past में ऐसा लुकआउट करते तो it looks pretty bad. But it's like if we've drawn in the first leg in knockouts, we went on to lose the second leg, no matter if it's home or away. But it won't happen today. It won't happen today. Yes, Ganesh, bhai, even I agree. Kane is not the right option. First, he will be expensive. Second, we have Ronaldo. So who will play second fiddle? Third, buy a young striker. He will get a year to grow. Oh, absolutely. But what a great comment. I mean, yes, football enthusiast. I think अपना नाम भी बता दो. अब तुम ऐसे कैसे football enthusiast बन के आ रहे हो? नाम बता दो. He will get a year. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that thought process. And I think Ralph will think on those lines. Yes, Ayan. Even I think so. अगर concede किया तो game over है. Yes, I'm just closing the stream, guys. Final thoughts. Bhagesh, I want Ronaldo to score at least two goals. A brace against Atletico will be cherry on the top of the cake. What do you guys think? Just closing the stream, guys. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Drop in your final predictions. We will then discuss the predictions later at night. Do make sure to join us at night. We will please hit the bell icon so you guys have a reminder before we go live. कुछ फाइनल प्रेडिक्शंस देने तो दे दो एंड आई क्लोज गाइस. थैंक यू फुटबॉल एंथुसियास्ट भाई. गणेश says Atletico 2 Man United 0. ठीक है सर. Let's see. आप भी ज्वाइन करना रात को. We'll have fun. We'll have a fun chat. Tilak says 2-1. Ronaldo will score. I hope. Ronaldo will not score. 2-1 win for United, you mean? But CR7 will not score. I hope I'm wrong. Okay. Football enthusiast Simeone will cry again. Forgive me. That was bad. Sorry. So yeah. और कोई है predictions के लिए दे दो. या चले. चलो guys. See you soon. Please make sure that you are in touch with us. Social पे भी आ जाओ, कहीं भी comment कर लो. If you want to join us on the stream, if you want to join us for the watch along tonight, we will be watching the game together, all of us on the group जो हर रात को आते हैं. So if you guys want to join in, please DM us on Twitter or Instagram, and we'll get you here tonight. ठीक है? Tonight. So please do that if you want to join us. And call पे हम बात भी करते रहेंगे and we'll have fun. ठीक है? आज watch along है. We are watching together on live stream. Chalo, I'll see you guys. Bye. Thanks for joining in, man.